We certainly lean towards an Edberg victory in sentiment and in the situation. But you don't want Chang to do any more damage to himself, whatever it may be.
Edberg got away with what should have been fatal hesitation there. Ended up playing a half volley from round about the service line.
It seems like when he hits a one-handed backhand, even though that one was a gentle little angle, that gives the impression that that is the one that's hurting, not the two-hander.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I fully understand.
Well, now the plot thickens a little bit because we understand on the grapevine that in fact Michael's problem is a stomach muscle. It's clearly on the left side of the stomach, but whatever it is, confirmation that Chang really does have a muscle problem.
Muscles are a blighter to have because it really can hurt you on any stroke.
But Bob, you would know, living in South Africa, that a wounded lion is a dangerous beast.
Oh, that's for sure.
Chang isn't about to give up here. And that was a good game for him to win. Love 30 down. 3-2 he leads. Welcome back. If you've just joined us, well, considerable drama here. Michael Chang struggling with a stomach muscle problem, which has certainly contributed. There's a danger that you take everything away from Edberg if you emphasize it. I mean, Chang is still able to play some very good tennis. And Edberg really did play well in the second and third sets. He's actually gone off the boil now, Edberg, isn't it? It's almost as if he's sensed that Chang is struggling and tightened up a little bit. 2-3, fourth set, Edberg by 2-1.
I always like to know what's going on, and Michael at that changeover was feeling the tension of about 2 or 3 different rackets, and the one he liked didn't have the endorsement on it, and so he couldn't take it out and use it. So he took the racket down, gave it to the ball boy. The ball boy gave it to Carl, his brother. And Carl's sitting there with his hand on his chin, hasn't even looked at the racket.
He obviously hasn't got the little brush to paint the P on.
Well, it's all happening here, isn't it?
You have to have eyes in the back of your head for all these things. I mean, here's a guy with a stomach muscle problem, and he plays like that. That's impossible. You can't do that. I mean, this is the shot. He can't make this. This must have hurt. This must have been agony. And yet he's up for the next.
Oh my God, I love it.
I tell you, I wish I could run like that when I'm fully fit.
He's really flying there, I can tell you.
Oh, now then. That was Edberg of the second and third sets.
Well, the serve went straight to him, so he's a little bit lucky there, but what a superb backhand volley.
Edberg, almost to the play.
Three all in the fourth. Plot, a subplot, a sub-subplot. What will the final outcome be? Who done it? New balls. I suppose the worrying thing, again, thinking about Chang in the future, I mean, if he could win this match, and I certainly wouldn't write him off, is how will the muscle react? And it's one thing to cope when the muscle is warm, as it will be very warm now, but when you cool down and it tightens up. But at the moment, it seems to me almost, Bob, as if he's learnt to live with it and cope with it, which for a time, particularly in the third set, he wasn't.
Yes, he certainly didn't, and he certainly is. No doubt he's not at all worried about Monday's match.
Yeah. Again, the line took a little while to make up his mind, but I don't think there was any doubt about that one. So a love game for Chang. And still we wonder if the American could pull it off despite his injury. Be terrific for him if he could. Edberg will serve at 3-4.
Light your fire.
Live to the French Open from Roland Garros with Carrel WordPerfect Suite, an exceptionally intuitive processor.
And welcome once again Stefan Edberg serving 3-4. In the fourth set, leading by 2-1.
As long as Michael keeps holding his serve, has the advantage of serving first in this set. And any time he gets a break, he really jumps well ahead.
Michael convinced it's wide, and Mike Morrissey though says no, it's good. And it was interesting that, yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, you see it was the more in than out, or more out than in ball, I should say, that more of the ball was outside the line, but as long as any part of the ball touches any part of the line, it's good. So that's a 7th ace. It was interesting that as soon as Edberg saw the mark, he turned and marched back ready for the next serve. Brilliant. Oh, well, Edberg's thinking that one's wrong. No, he's not. No, he thinks that one's good.
You wanted to have a good look, because 40-15 is a heck of a lot better than 30-all, especially when you're 3-4 down in the fourth set and 2-1 up. You don't need to lose your serve. You don't need to face too many pressure points. Although at this stage of the match, they're just about all pressure points.
Well, how many times have we said over the years, brilliant backhand volley, Edberg?
Absolutely superb. Kept the racket head up, the wrist strong, short backswing, short follow through, well balanced with the body.
Another shot I need to bottle.
There's a heck of a lot of those, aren't there?
Oh!
Suppose you want to bottle that one as well.
Yeah, I'm running out of bottles. We're at deuce, 3-4. Chang looking to strike and get a vital breakthrough here. Oh my word. Edberg, a little punch of the fist. He gave that his all.
188 k's an hour, and it's coming straight at you.
78 feet. Blink and you missed it. That's all it has to travel.
That equals Edberg's fastest serve in this tournament.
What an extraordinary shot. Two hours and 25 minutes, and we are locked together at 4-all in the fourth, and that's a shot that even Michael Chang couldn't get to.
Seems like when he hits a one-handed backhand, even though that one was a gentle little angle, that gives the impression that that is the one that's hurting, not the two-hander.
Yeah. Yeah. Stomach muscle. No, I fully understand.
Edberg got away with what should have been fatal hesitation there. And it well, now the plot thickens a little bit because we understand on the grapevine that in fact Michael's problem is a stomach muscle. It's clearly on the left side of the stomach. We'll go playing a half volley from round about the service line.
It's we certainly lean towards an Edberg victory in sentiment and in the situation. But you don't want Chang to do any more damage to himself, whatever it may be.